Welcome to another episode of Talk Time with me, Thembakazi Mealies. Today I have Nabeela. Nabeela is a person who has expertise in the marketing industry. She's a social media manager. She has over 10 years experience, and I wanted to bring her on just to give you guys more insight on the social media side, the influencer side, the marketing side, and all things entertainment and the behind the scenes, and people who are aspiring marketers, people who are aspiring social media managers, media people, personnels. I wanted you guys to just have like an insight on this. And yeah, let's go.
Hi.
Nabeela.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for inviting me.
No awkward.
Oh, yeah.
How are you today?
Good, and you?
I'm cool. After me and Nabeela had a wonderful encounter. You still cannot me and Nabeela. But we're fine now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into it. 10 years in the game, marketing, why marketing? Define what marketing is for you and how you think it's evolved over the years.
Okay, so marketing was not in my initial cards. I actually wanted to be a vet.
She has 1,000 cats in the house, guys.
I have 2 cats.
Okay.
Maybe they'll make a guest appearance as well. Who knows? They're very unpredictable. But yeah, I initially wanted to be a vet as a kid, and as I grew up, that changed a lot. It went from interior design, went to graphic design, and then eventually it went to brand management.
Always been something creative.
Yes, it's always
Yeah.
been something creative. And then I, by chance, ended up in marketing actually. I got an internship at the SABC. And there it just blew open doors that I never knew existed into the industry, because I was like, there's a side of TV that I didn't know about. There's a side of radio I never heard about. And so from there, I started researching more, and doors opened for me from there. And I just stepped into it, and just took on roles I had never heard about before. And, with the skills that I did acquire, I studied brand building and management, but the skills that I acquired from there, I would adapt it to each situation or each job that I ended up in. So I would take skills from previous jobs, and as I went along, just adapted it to the role. So everything I did in my career was for the first time. It was never like, um, go from, what was it? I was doing media planning at one stage. So it was never media planner, then go to another company and do media planning. It was
a transition.
So it went from like media planner, and then I became a sales and promotions coordinator. So it was never doing the same thing twice, which is fun. It's been a good run.
I wanted to ask you, you mentioned, going into the industry and working like at a place like the SABC, huge company. And I know personally that you've also worked in other radio or podcasting related industries like Hot FM, and you've also been like with City of Cape Town and things like that. How would you differentiate working in like different, would you call them corporate or entertainment, political, corporate, I don't know, mixed up
media, marketing?
How would you say that, like SABC, or let's say podcasting stations, media stations, and things like that, to public or private sector? How would you differentiate the
two? In terms of creativity, I feel like with the bigger companies and the more corporate environments, there's a lot of approval processes. So you have to kind of rein your creativity in a bit. Whereas with like creative agencies, or working on your own even, you have a little bit more creative freedom. So when I worked in tourism, we did have a bit of creative freedom. Whereas when I was at an agency before, it was a big international corporate client. So, things would be red taped, so you couldn't, there was very little room to be
Everything
creative.
needs to be checked. And how do you
Yeah.
work like that? Do you like having someone overlook you personally now? Like everything that you do. I know sometimes when you are creative, I don't know if you relate. Like sometimes like I see the vision and I want you to I don't need you to get it.
Yes.
But I get it. And I know there's other people that will get it.
It's how you pitch it. It's how you pitch it. If you're a really good salesperson, you'll do really well in marketing. I feel sales and marketing go hand in hand. Definitely.
True.
Yeah. Because if you're also a good marketer, you really can make it in sales. Because I mean, marketing is essentially how you sell something
Definitely
to someone.
It's just the image and the fluffiness.
Marketing is the more fluffy
side.
Yeah.
But there is a different side, and we're gonna get into that. It's not all fluff and fancy and amazingness. I just wanted to ask you, how do you think the influencer world, because you have 10 years in the game, I think back then influencing was just coming about. It wasn't like the most major thing. We still had like celebrities as our core element of, being part of campaigns and marketing events, etc., etc. How do you think the influencer game came in and changed all of that from like the progression that you've seen over the years?
Okay, so when I started, influencers were not even a thing, or there were people who would do like reviews, but it wasn't a paid gig at the time. But I watched it grow, and brands have jumped onto the opportunity where they see people are selling their products and reviewing their products, and they were like, this is an opportunity to use these influencers as a marketing channel.
Yeah.
So over and above, traditional marketing, that's TV, radio, newspapers, we now have a new way of advertising and marketing to people. It's more authentic, it's more believable. People buy from people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, TV and marketing were becoming a bit, people becoming skeptical as the internet grew and more information became accessible. People were becoming like, okay, you're just trying to sell me this. And with influencers coming into the market, it's like, okay, this is a voice. You're giving the brand a voice.
A human touch, a human element.
Humans buy from other humans. So if an influencer comes in and like, oh, I love this. This is this hair straightener is amazing. Look at what it did to my hair.
But we could argue that as well, Nabeela. Don't you think?
There's two sides of the coin, but generally it works.
Definitely it works. But when I say argue, I mean like some people are just doing it for the money, not because they like the product. And those are also the type of things we also, do you understand what I mean?
So some people are doing it just for the money, but some people genuinely believe in the products that they are selling.
Do you think it shows when someone is doing it for the money?
So this is where I strongly believe that an influencer's values need to align with the brand's.
Yeah.
So if a brand comes in and they just say they want me as their influencer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm into motorsports, I'm into football, I'm into TV series. Like, just say I have no clue about makeup, I have no interest in fashion.
Your content has nothing to do with it. All of a sudden,
suddenly, like now I'm promoting Maybelline and that's, by the way, this isn't true. I'm just making up a situation. Yes, I do love beauty and fashion. So if you wanna,
she's a girl. She's a girl who's everywhere, and she does love motorsport because you.
I do. I do love a bit of fashion as well.
Yeah.
But just say I didn't. So I would, align my values and my content with a brand.
Yeah.
You're not going to just hop onto anything, or you find a way to fit a brand into your story.
Yeah.
So every influencer needs to be a storyteller as well.
True. I mean, I also engage with people who actually make me feel like we're going through the process together. Like we were talking about weight loss actually earlier, and someone who actually really puts you in the process and not someone who's just like, oh guys, hi, I just tried this product. And there was no like personal journey of us seeing you go through the appointments or skipping or any personal interaction, it takes away from actually us really believing, for me personally, um, that you actually really like the product and liked working with the product or use the product. It goes back to advertising. It goes back to SABC1 when an ad came and someone said, "Oh, use this product." It goes back to that.
SMS love to 31314.
You know, yeah.
I mean, it's been like 20 years and we still remember that
ad. Yeah, you know. So it takes away when we don't see the human element is lovely, or when we don't see the process. For me personally, when you just wake up one day and you say, "Oh, I love Neutrogena."
Yes.
I've never seen you use Neutrogena.
Exactly. Or like you've never once talked about your skincare routine,
exactly.
Or that you've had problems with your skin,
acne or
maybe
whatever.
Yeah, like
dry
give
skin.
us a backstory and what led you to that moment. Maybe we can
okay.
That's something I can fit into my story. So that's one thing I believe in, that you need to align brands and influencers, correctly.
Have you ever had to pick and choose influencers for like campaigns and things like that?
Yes, I have.
And did you use exactly what you just said now?
Yes.
Did you look at the algorithm, what they've been speaking about? Oh, I have a good one. Did you ever, someone has a great algorithm and they have like, they exactly what you want, but their personality sucked. Did you like ask them?
Yeah.
Did you look at those type of things?
So you want to stay away from people who are controversial,
Yeah.
or who have a smeared
reputation.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a dirty digital footprint. You don't want to associate with them. But yeah, like someone who just clean record, has good values.
Yeah.
It's the same with, like, if you think about, you need to advertise in a newspaper, what kind of newspaper you're advertising in, or what kind of magazine are you going for. You're not going to put a Maybelline ad in Car Magazine, for example,
Makes no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
And digital footprint, do you think that, or not do you think that, is there a way that marketers or marketing companies, with all the tools and the systems that you guys use, is there a way to find things that people have deleted?
Ooh, stuff that's been deleted.
So now, rebrand, new image, you've never seen their old Instagram. This is a new person, but people are commenting like, this is not the person that. Is there a way that you guys can go back and chase that?
Unless people have screenshots,
there's nothing.
It's a clean slate.
Yeah.
But I actually saw a little bit of a diversion here. But I actually saw a TikTok the other day appeared on my feed, and this guy was like, your stuff that you delete from your phone, where does it go to?
Exactly,
where when you delete it, what happens to it? Because sometimes on Apple, things start reappearing on your phone that you deleted years ago, and you're like, hey, wait a minute.
iCloud, it's literally in a cloud somewhere.
It's in a cloud somewhere.
So it's never deleted.
It's there, but
if you have the money to access it, or someone really wants to hunt you down and ruin your career, be careful what you post, right?
Yeah.
Be careful what you post. And with regards to keeping a spark alive, being in the creative industry, we all have like moments of feeling down or pressure, or just life happens, or just not feeling our best selves, but you are creative. The campaign, we need the campaign. We need you to plan the event. We need you to, pitch this, do this. How do you keep that? How do you keep that flow going?
After many burnouts, let me tell you. After many burnouts. No, it's well, I've learned that you have to continuously take breaks. It's no point just giving and giving and giving and working to your bone until you crash out.
Yeah.
It's better to take small breaks every so often, just to keep yourself fresh, keep yourself going. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
And just before COVID, I crashed out so bad. I think COVID came at the right time for me.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit selfish, but it was the perfect opportunity for me to leave my job, and I took 3 months off just to recover from, because I was just like, I think I did 3 jobs in a row. I just went from company to company, and I had no break in between, and then I just burnt out so badly. So it was nice to just recover, recuperate, and then from there I just
Get the creative juices
yeah
back. Yeah.
started freelancing and continued on my way.
Do you prefer freelancing if you have a consistent base? But clients of freelancing are not guaranteed.
No, no, no,
They're
no, it's
not.
not. I'm glad I did it for a while
Yeah.
to get experience, but personally, like my personality, I need a team. I need to bounce ideas off people. I need to talk to people in the day. Um, yeah, it's so the freelancing for me got a bit lonely, which is why I came back into the industry.
And would you say in the future, would you, having all of this skill and creative skill and knowing the difference between being in an office and being a freelancer, would you create a platform that allows people to do both? I know this is completely random, but I just thought about it.
Yeah.
That's very innovative. Would you ever think of, having something out there that has people do what they love in marketing, etc., but be able to do both and guaranteed clients and jobs? And how would you achieve that? I know this is on the spot.
No. It's actually I've done it.
Oh,
actually,
okay.
yes.
I didn't all my research then, but that.
My last position actually was, so I was freelancing, but I worked for a company.
Yeah.
So it was having the advantages of working with a team and being in office, but on my terms.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was on like a freelance contract kind of thing. It's very nice. It's lovely because, like I said, you get the best of, you get to work in a team. You can go into office once or twice a week whenever it suits you. But then you also you set your boundaries. You're like, okay, I am only available from 9 to 2, and then after that, I have other clients. So you have that flexibility, but you also have a bit of structure.
Would you go back to that? I love that.
I would.
Yeah,
actually.
For me, as just in general as a person, I prefer working like that. Sitting in a one space and
Oh, I love my current job right now. It's a very creative environment. With a lot of interesting characters. And
do you guys have like sleeping pods? Is it like one of those cool offices where you have like a gaming room and like chill areas? So I feel like in a creative agency or marketing, is it marketing agency related, right?
Yes,
it is. Sorry. So I feel like having that really helps with the creative block moment. Going into a room, screaming, and coming out again, like Google offices.
Yeah,
they have scream rooms.
Well, we're not on that level yet, but we are moving offices, so hopefully we have a little bit of Google vibes. But yeah, it's nice to, when you're stuck on something or you have like a creative block, to just like reach out to someone on your team or someone at the company and be like, hey, can I just bounce an idea off you? Like, what do you think of this idea? So that's nice.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think having people around you, sorry, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with working with teams and people, but sometimes I feel like the whole office structure can be a bit.
It can be a bit much.
And how do you deal with when you feel drained from people? Last point on the whole blockage and energy and creativity thing. When people drain you, who are supposed to be pouring into and helping you creatively, how do you fix that within your team? And this is a tip, obviously, for someone who might be new or struggling with their team and things like that. How do you, rope people in and say, guys, I need this, or I can't pour into this, or I can't, like, how do you handle those situations?
So energy vampires.
What is
energy vampires? Have you never? Energy vampires, basically someone who sucks the energy from you.
Oh.
Yeah. So those are dangerous people.
No, those are really. I know people like
not just in the workplace, but also
in general.
Yeah, you get them. So with those type of people, it's all about setting boundaries, and that's something I have learned in my 10 years, is to set boundaries with people like that. If they like, oh man, this workplace is, they come to you complaining about work, and you're like, you need to like, okay, brace yourself. This person's coming to me with a problem. I've stopped giving people advice.
Yeah.
And for me, that has been life changing because you're not a therapist. You are not a trained professional. All you can do is you can support that person, listen to them, but you need to know when to absorb and when to deflect. So you can listen to them, but don't ever absorb their
Yeah.
energy, because it's going to drain you. You can listen, sympathize with them, and often that's enough.
And sometimes it also now starts
Mm.
affecting how you look at the workplace and how you feel in the
Exactly,
workplace. Now you
exactly.
start having their thoughts, vampire syndrome. Oh my! I know
Mm.
so many vampires,
And
child.
it starts affecting your work ethic as well, because then you start seeing things from their perspective, and then you start, it's not nice. So listen to them, but then also maybe like throw in like a, hey, have you thought about maybe talking to a professional about
Yeah.
this? Hey, have you